From distant lands we gather, hearts of fire all along. Oh, big Nick, 'cause we follow through the storm and through the fight. For Valhalla we will borrow strength and might under moonlight. Warriors of the ancient sea, songs of glory dark and bold. In the night, our spirits free, legends born, tales unfold. Oh, big because we follow through the storm and through the fight. For Valhalla we will borrow strength and might under moonlight. From horizons wild we roam, with thunder in our soul. Every battle brings us home to the stories ages told. Oh, big Nick, 'cause we follow through the storm and through the fight. For Valhalla we will borrow strength and might under moonlight.
Ayo! Ayo! Good to have you all here. Good to have you all here. Streaming on 3 platforms. YouTube, Rumble, and X. And hope you are all ready for day 5 of the trial, the capital murder trial, against TK47, also known as Mr. Oh God. It's been a long weekend and a long day. McIntyre, Mr. McIntyre. Oh God. So, last week we heard interesting eyewitness testimony from 8 years ago with perfect recollection and extremely detailed. 8 years later, by people who were coincidentally in a meeting with the prosecutor right before trial. Well, they had perfect recollection until cross-examination, of course. Then it became a little bit harder. And the one thing I take away besides that, the one thing is that it shows the uncertainty about eyewitness testimony, because everybody saw different things except one thing. Everybody claimed 4 p.m. 8 years ago, with the sun beaming right down on the cars, they saw not only what happened in the car, they could tell who sat at what place. That's kind of interesting. I mean, the person behind, they should have had the sun directly beaming on their windshield. And for the people in front, in the car in front, when they looked back, the sun should have been reflected on the windshield, on the front windshield. I mean, there's so much stuff here that just I think the most credible witness for me last week of the eyewitness was the homeless woman. So, yeah. Yeah, as Dave says, these witnesses are people that have retold the story so many times, and often every time they said it, their stories have been reinforced and embellished. Yeah, remember, a bunch of them are family members. They might even know. I mean, it's 8 years ago. They have something in common, which is this trial. They might have spoken with each other. Who knows? Who knows? Hi, Dave. Good to see you. Now, I forgot that Texas is not 6 hours behind me here in Sweden. They are 7 hours. So I might be tiny bit early with this. But lucky for us, it's Judge Boyd. It's Judge Boyd. And as you know, she has her morning and afternoon docket. She even has morning docket in the middle of this trial. She likes to work. She likes to keep cases going. And I think that is why she ends up with these ridiculously old cases. Because she really lets get going. So, while we wait for today's trial to start, let's check out morning docket Thursday, March 3rd, which was, last week, and see what happened during the morning docket while we wait.
Wamuyu,
Oop.
feel like Friday Eve. Feels like a Monday. You know why? And the reason why is because they say that we're supposed to have 30 degrees on Friday. 30 degrees and rain.
Think that's gonna happen, Judge.
I don't know. And Rick is looking at me all quizzical. Hey,
I just find it interesting for this time of year to have that kind of weather.
hey, I'm not the meteorologist.
I know for a fact we're supposed to get rain, but for it to drop that.
You're not a meteorologist. In Canton, Massachusetts, that is not a problem. Because everybody can testify as an expert in that trial if they are a part of the prosecution's case.
You know, we need to have a healthy snack bet, like celery and carrots.
This is from the woman who brought how many cakes this week?
Hey, here's the thing. You all asked for it, and it is springtime. How can you not have? You did. LaShawn, my mind is a steel trap.
Another thing I really enjoy with Judge Boyd's streams is that before and in breaks and stuff like that, she's showing they are just, besides she's a judge, you have defense attorneys, you have prosecutors. If it's not the moment anything starts with the defendant, pure professional. Everybody in that courtroom. Well, not every time. There are some mishaps once in a while. But usually professional. But here, they're just folks who meet each other on a daily basis just talking.
Remember you and Deputy Laura saying, since the judge has been on this diet thing, we don't get cakes
Absolutely.
brought every
You did say
day.
That's true. That's true.
Thank you for not gaslighting me in the minute you said it. All right, everyone, I'm going to call the docket. When I call the docket, stand and let me know you're here. If you don't answer the docket, I'm going to assume you're not here and a warrant may be issued for your arrest. In custody, we have Moses Wamuyu. Oh, are you? Thank you. Jamarian Greer. Elon Gonzalez.
Here.
Joseph Grant. Jose Velasquez. In custody, we have Michael Gonzalez, Mason Washington, Jose Cervantes, Alfred Rabago, Karen Garnica, Mason Washington, Felipe Reyes, Rico Silva in custody. Oh, Bashan, you know what that name reminds me of, right?
Who's that?
Do you remember they had that song called Rico Suave? You can always tell people's age by their name.
Absolutely.
Like when that song Brandy came out, anybody whose name is Brandy, I know they were born in the 70s. Cynthia Diano. Thank you. How do you pronounce your last name? Diano. Thank you. Ryan Westbrook. Ryan Jordan Westbrook. Sean, he broke the chain. We were doing so well with everyone being here. Javier Salazar. Javier Alejandro Salazar. Logan Martinez.
Here.
Frankie Lott.
Here.
Apolinar Rodriguez. Apolinar Rodriguez. Beverly Ramos.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you. Gregory Pruneda, custody. Jose Flores. Jose Aaron Flores. Roman Flores. Roxana Gomez. And see, Rashawn, 90s. Diana Belmaris. Or Deanna Salinas Belmaris. Axel Ramirez.
Mr. President, Judge, will confirm.
Thank you. Hung Thom, custody. Michael Faz. Patrick Washington, custody. Fernando Trujillo. Fernando Trujillo. Deputy Lord, he's not here, and I got my double L's correct.
Yes, you did.
Sarah
Listen-
Ashley Brown.
Dave, listen to that. That is how you pronounce a double L. Well, unless you're Swedish.
Christopher Beltran is present. He's in custody. Matthew Salazar. Matthew Jacob Salazar. Enrique Mendez. Thank you. Marissa Magana. Custody. Leon Small. Leon Aubrey Herman Small.
Keep the U.S. Marshals picking up.
All right, thank you. Sydney Peterson, custody. Melvina Kane. Josan Guerra, custody. Ramsey Ibrahim.
She is parking. I got to go text.
Hello, J-Town. Hello,
right, thank you.
Snivels. Hello, Christine.
Shanna Taylor, custody. And Cortez Hook.
Matthew Salazar, I don't know if that was just for us status on the TAP
Yes.
evaluation.
Yes.
He was released from custody. The TAP evaluation indicated outpatient treatment.
All right, could you make sure that file is pulled for me, please? Ryan Westbrook. Ryan Jordan Westbrook. Javier Salazar. And that's not the sheriff.
Sure.
Apolinar Rodriguez. Jose Flores. Roman Flores. Diana Belmaris. Fernando Trujillo. Sarah Ashley Brown. Ramsey Ibrahim, which I know you say he's parking. All right, is there anyone present and your name was not called? What is your name? Timothy Evans. Did I miss something? I'm sorry, which page?
MTR came.
All right,
Second row, sir. Mr. Evans, second row.
all right.
Yes, sir, be awesome.
I'm sorry, who?
Eddie Outlaw,
Eddie,
Outlaw, OUTLAW.
all right. Do you know who your attorney is?
Mr. Guerrero.
Second row, no.
All right, just give us a moment.
Mr.
We'll look
Guerrero.
you up. Anyone else who's late? Yes, sir.
Salazar,
Matthew Salazar? All right, thank you. And you, sir, what's your name?
yes, Salazar.
Javier Salazar. See, I told you it wasn't the sheriff.
Second row, sir.
Second row. All right, everyone. These are the rules of the court. Attorneys. Well, I've seen you all attorneys before. You all know the court's rules. Do I need to repeat them? All right, please do not violate the rules. Everyone else, if you don't see your attorney here, you have the court's permission to pick up the phone, go outside, call them. Because what I'm telling you, if your case is not resolved by 11:30 today because your attorney is not present, you're going to be recalled for tomorrow. And it's supposed to be raining tomorrow, and it's supposed to be 35 degrees, 35 to 40 degrees.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, just pick up the phone and call them. Yes. Please confirm. All right. Can I see the file on Beltran, please? Yes.
I was trying to figure out because my arm they had 186.
Oh, just have a seat. I'm gonna see if it's on the docket. Yes. And then if you're not supposed to be here, if you're supposed to be in the 186, we will let them know that you were not late. You're welcome. So let me just look at you up. Okay.
Hi, Wim. Good to have you here.
All right. Mr. Outlaw is in the correct court. This is his cause number. So he has 3 cases. And just 1 second, Odyssey is circling around. All right, one of his cause numbers is 2025 CR 002531. And so if you could call his attorney, even though it says that his setting is April 15th, but if you could call his attorney.
Emma, Spire, why does the judge look like Oprah Winfrey? I'm kind of scared to answer that. But I assume Oprah Winfrey was extremely popular in the 80s and 90s. And Judge Boyd is of that, grew up in that era. That is as far as I will go.
All right, Mr. Beltran, if you can come down, please.
Mr. Beltran,
How
what
you
do they
doing?
claim
Good morning.
you did?
So your attorney, he's not here, but he filed a motion to withdraw your case. What I can tell you is usually attorneys will ask to withdraw from your case when they've concluded the trial portion of your case. And if there are any appellate issues, then usually an appellate attorney will be appointed to address that. Do you understand?
Kind of. I really didn't know why I was showing up.
Well, so you had a hearing on your case, and the hearing was on your case with regards to what credit you would receive?
Oh, yeah. For last
All right.
week.
Yes.
Okay.
And so your attorney has filed a motion to withdraw your case because
That is kind of an asshole move to file to withdraw from the case without telling the client. That's kind of an asshole move.
he says that he's done everything that he's contractually agreed to do.
Okay.
All right, so do you have any objections to his withdrawing?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
yes.
And Tony said he's running late.
Well, we don't need him now. All right. You don't have any objections?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
All right, you have a blessed day.
Oh, you too.
Yes, ma'am.
So we've concluded with Mr. Beltran.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, he did
You want me to
tell his
Tony
client.
you need to hear
I missed that
Sure.
part. Thanks, Dave.
Okay,
Logan Martinez.
Yes.
it's done. I didn't realize. It's in the council.
Copy this. You soon when you get a chance.
Number 9.
Let me call, can you pull his files? And I'll talk to Mr. Outlaw and we'll see what he wants to do.
Ah, okay. Dave says the judge didn't say that the attorney notified the defendant, but the judge would have gone off on the attorney if she did not have documents in front of her indicated that he told his client. Yeah, that's probably correct. Thanks, Dave. Again, we are waiting for the trial to start, and while we wait, we are watching her morning docket from Thursday.
Ready for it. Take it back. When we fresh.
Hey, good morning, Rhonda. Good to have you here.
Diana Belvares.
Hey, Dave, sure. You can join anytime you want.
Aaron Flores. Westbrook.
If you'll come forward, please.
Mr. Salazar, what do they claim you did?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so on this case, we had a motion to revoke.
And why are you dressed like Bruce Lee in Kung Fu?
And so there was a tap to be done in custody completion. Upon completion of TAP, he's to be released. What are the results of TAP?
So the TAP recommends dual diagnosis outpatient program, monthly urinalysis, and documented sober support meetings, Judge. Upon speaking with Mr. Salazar this morning, he indicates that he has registered for the BIPP course. He had his initial evaluation completed. He did want to talk to you about that. And he also indicates that he was going to see about his attorney appearing today to try to get the no contact order adjusted.
All right. So you'll need to contact your attorney for that.
Yeah, that's right. He says he didn't know about this, so I don't know if he's coming. But okay, that's
Well, I mean, he can set a hearing anytime he wishes to set a hearing.
yes, ma'am.
But this is what I want you to remember. The last time I saw you, you were in Orange, crying not to go to prison, right?
No.
So your minimum for this case is 10 years.
Oh.
I'm going to tell you what I tell a lot of people who come before me. If there's an issue, if you think you're going to use, if something's going up, you need to pick up the phone and call your probation office. Normally, all things considered, if somebody calls a probation officer and they have a drug issue and they say they think they're going to use, normally probation doesn't file a motion to revoke. They don't ask me to file a motion.
Yes, ma'am.
What they do is they'll send me notation saying defendant or the probationer is struggling with their sobriety. Then I will set it for a compliance. I will call you in and I will ask you what we can do to help you maintain your sobriety.
Yes, ma'am.
So when people are placed on probation, I want people to successfully complete it. Probation wants them to successfully complete it.
Yes, ma'am.
So from here on out, everything you do, you need to be thinking, is this something that could potentially result in me going to prison for 10 years? So The no contact order is still in place. If you want that changed or have the opportunity for having it changed, you're going to have to show me something.
Yes, ma'am.
And what I can tell you is I require that your attorney files a motion for that. If you no longer have an attorney, we'll still put it on the docket.
Yes, ma'am.
And probation will reach out to whoever the subject is of the no contact order. And I'd like to have them come in so we can discuss things.
I'll just say, my father said she's here, and when I went out to call my attorney, she's down the hall.
Okay, well,
But I just thought you may need her, but. it's
no.
okay.
I mean, if everybody wants to have a hearing on it now, we can. Probation will let the family violence prosecutors know if this is a family violence case that you're asking that the no contact order will be changed. I'll get input from them, input from probation, of course, input for you if you want to give it, and also input from the person who's the subject of the no contact.
Oh, do you think it's better to do, like, to tell the lawyer and then do that, or?
No, okay, so here's the thing. I really cannot give you that type of advice.
Okay,
But what I can tell you is if you don't have an attorney, it's going to get set anyway, because probation is going to send me something saying that this person wants to have contact with whoever the subject of the no contact order is. And you know what I'm going to say? What does the state say? What does probation think? And then I'm going to want to talk to the subject of the no contact order as well.
okay, I'll just wait and ask Ms. Mireles.
Okay.
Okay, and I was gonna ask you this, I asked the lady from the bid class if she could email you, like, all my stuff, so you could see that, like, she worked with what she says about me and everything. But she said it just goes to probation, but I wanted to know if I could give her your email, or you can send her something, so that way you can get all my updates and everything.
Oh, let me just tell you what ends up happening. Probation receives all that, and Officer Abrams receives all that,
Yes, ma'am.
and they always give it to me. So I'll know how people are doing
Okay,
in their classes.
and
And if there's an issue with the class, I always get an email about that.
okay, yes, I just wanted you to know everything, because before, last time on probation, she just stopped responding to me, and I got severe PTSD, anxiety, and I got scared.
Well, here's the thing.
But now I know, everything happens, she don't answer me, I'm just gonna come into your courtroom and sit there and try to see you, because I know that you'll help me out. I
Yes,
know that my anxiety and my PTSD caused me to just freeze, but I'm just coming here because I know that that's what I have to do.
yes,
You'll help me. Yes, ma'am.
yes.
Thank you.
All right, so if you have any other questions about anything, let us know. And if there's something probation can help you with, let them know.
Yes, ma'am.
If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come in here. If I'm here, we'll address it and figure out what's going on.
Okay, yes, ma'am. And another thing, I just wanted to let you know that you gave me before, the NA,
Mhm.
and I've been doing it for over a year and I'm still going.
And how's that helping you?
It's good, very good.
Okay.
And then since I got out this last time, I started it all over again, but I've been going for a year already. It's gonna be, like, yeah, exactly a year in February, so a year and 2 months.
And the reason why I do that is sometimes it helps you when you know that there are other people who are in the same position as
It
you
does.
are, and they're, trying to build their life back.
Yes, ma'am. And then when there's like their experiences and their things and they're talking, it helps out a lot. And like, with my depression or being sad or something like that, it helps out a lot.
Well, I'm glad. And if you need anything, just let us know, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much, Ms. Boyd.
All right, you're
Have a
welcome.
wonderful day.
You too.
Yes, ma'am.
That is so wholesome. This warms my heart when this person who has had issues in the past and have issues now, and I think this is what Judge Boyd does better than many other. She cares. Now, she will help you if you show you can be helped, that you appreciate the help, that you're moving forward, that you are living a life of crime. She will help you. Now, if you go in the other direction, she will wreck you. So, yeah, well, if you're on Judge Boyd's good side, she will help you in any way she can. This is so wholesome.
That credit for time served. See how busy you are.
Oh, do you have the paperwork on Mr. Outlaw? I'm going to. All right, thank you.
That's an unfortunate last name to have, Mr. Outlaw.
All right,
I
thank you.
think the closed caption might have misinterpreted it.
Mr. Outlaw, if
Okay.
you'll come forward, please.
Is his name really Outlaw? That's a very unfortunate name in court. It would be extremely
Hello.
fun to have a judge named
So
Outlaw.
I actually, on the system, it had your court date is April 15th. So we can do one or two things. One, if you want to, you can see if you can get in touch with your attorney. And we can see if we can get in touch with your attorney to take care of things now. That way you won't have to come back on April 15th.
I have no idea what he looks like. I've called his phone. He's not picking up. So
Oh, well, if you don't mind, I'll have the court call him, and I'll also text him and see if he can make it. That way you won't have to come back on April 15th. Otherwise, you're going to have to come back on
yes,
April
ma'am.
15th.
Thank you.
All right, let me see what I can do.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Outlaw?
Apparently his name was Outlaw.
Just for your information, Martin Garrett will be your representative.
All right, thank you.
We are,
Who's here on Ramsey Abraham? Are you ready to proceed?
we are finishing. It should be moments.
All right, thank you. And he needs an appellate. And then Norma on Beltron, he needs an appellate counsel appointed.
I just back.
And Norma, can you see if Renee Munoz is in the building?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Judge,
Yes,
I'm ready on Mr. Return.
all right, she stepped out to call.
Just letting you know that I'm ready.
All right, thank you. And state criminal trial division. Can you see if you can pull the files for Eddie Outlaw?
Oh God, isn't it?
Outlaw?
Yes. I can give you one of the cause numbers. He has 3 cases. One of the cause numbers is 2025 CR 002534.
Yeah, that is an unfortunate name.
Ryan Westbrook. Ryan Jordan Westbrook. Apolinar Rodriguez. Jose Aaron Flores. Roman Flores. Diana Balmares. Fernando Trujillo. And state, let me know when you're ready to proceed on Ramsey Ibrahim. And counsel, you can have your client approach.
Great. Usually let the deputy escort them around the room.
Oh, no, when they're in custody, and I call the docket, well, I call their case, they know to be here. Martin, One of your clients is here. He's not on the docket today. I think it's for the 15th. It's Eddie.
Oh, it was a pre-indictment setting. I'm not sure.
No, it's been indicted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm asking him to bring the file down. I know you don't have any information, but Mr. Outlaw, this is your attorney here.
Okay.
I'll talk.
Okay. Since he's set for April the 15th and you're here and he's here, I didn't want it to come back twice. Yes. Yes. Mhm. Okay. Hello. All right. How are you doing today?
To be honest.
I'm just,
That's fine.
all right. Now, we have docket sheets, but now they require us to put everything in Odyssey. So why does he have a warrant?
The warrant, the MTR.
Oh, motion to revoke.
Yeah, it's motion to revoke. It was issued on March 28th. So it is less than a week old, Judge. So we got him into court as soon as we can. Thank
Okay,
you to
sure.
your wonderful coordinator. Get this set so quick.
Awesome.
I think it makes a difference.
Oh, it does. I don't like for cases just to be out in the universe forever, because then when that happens, so much time elapses.
He knew he had a warrant. He knows why he's here. He's ready to address the court with that. And the quicker we get it done and the quicker he turns himself in, we figured that. I'm leaning on that one.
Okay.
And also my purple tie. The
I
one
love
for
the
LSU.
tie. Oh, LSU is out of the basketball tournament. But, I always tell people they need to remember that the college players are teenagers. Don't lose your mind over a loss because they're already disappointed,
Yeah, they're kids.
All you can do is do your best. Andrew, are you ready on Ramsey Ibrahim? All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 3624, State versus Ramsey Ibrahim. Can I have the parties announce for the record?
Andrew Harris Adelman for the state.
And Andrew Fralick, Mr. Graham.
And are you Mr. Ibrahim?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
No, I did.
Did you understand it?
No.
Are you the same Ramsey Ibrahim who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 3624 for the offense of theft of service $2,500 to $30,000 on December 3rd, 2024 for a period of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
All right, state.
On or about the 10th day of February 2025 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Ramsey Ibrahim did then and there fail to conduct himself in a proper and orderly manner when reporting to the supervision officer at the Bear County Community Supervision and Corrections Department in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
It's unfortunately true.
I'm sorry, I can't hear.
It's true.
True? All right.
State
So,
waived the
probation
remaining
violation.
allegations, Judge.
No objections.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, Judge.
State, what are you requesting?
Adjudicate guilt, revoke supervision, assess punishment, 2 years of confinement in the state jail facility.
And defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're requesting my client be given another opportunity and allowed to continue his probation. My client would like to address the court.
All right. And you say your client would?
He would like to address the
All
court.
right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony? All right, if you all could whisper in the box, please, just whisper. All right, do you solemnly swear and affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you're whispering.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Ramsey, right?
All right, defense.
Ramsey?
So after the incident happened, I came to court and I was found, guilty of the.
You pled no contest.
Pled no
and you were
contest.
placed on probation.
Well, after that incident, I lost my job, and then I've been seeing a therapist, a psychiatrist. Before all of this, I've had pretty severe depression and anxiety.
Judge, may I talk to my client for just a moment?
There's no justifying the attitude that I had through the things that I
All right,
said.
so what happened?
I lashed out by
How?
by just not. I used a lot of. I was cursing, but not the officer at the situation. I was just
Any
venting.
objections to the court review and the court summary?
If my client could be allowed to apologize before the court reviews the court summary?
No, I want to review the court summary because then I can have
Yeah.
more information about what's going on because he's not telling me everything.
I wrote an email one night. I wrote an email.
No. Any objections to the court review and the court summary?
Oh, she smelled BS.
I approached Judge, and you
Yes.
don't already have a copy.
It's sent by email, and what I will tell attorneys, I receive emails from Officer Abrams of TAP evaluations, the PSIs, but I don't read them or open them until I ask both parties if they have any objections to my reviewing it, because I know it's hearsay. So since defense counsel doesn't have any objections, I am going to open the court summary and let me read it, and then I'll let you continue.
Yeah, Judge I mean, I don't, nobody here knows what happened at that, but apparently he was cursing the situation or the officer out to the extent that they believed it was a violation of probation, which leads me to believe it was quite severe. And he really didn't want to admit it, so now she is reading from the documents, the reports from the parties. That, Mr. Ibrahim,
All right.
you should have just told the
Allowed to
truth.
continue?
Yes.
First and foremost, I apologize so much, so sincerely for the outrageous stuff that I said. I was in a really low spot, and
But according to the court summary, and let me explain something to everybody. I understand that people have, sometimes they're angry at their situation. Sometimes they don't want to accept responsibility for their situation. I understand that, right? So, but according to the court summary, they're saying that this isn't the first time that they've had an issue with you.
Uh-oh.
that's basically the only notable time that we're.
Well, no, not only notable time. I'm just telling you what they say. This is what it says. It says, this is not an isolated incident. He has consistently exhibited defiance towards his probation officer and field officers, refusing to comply with basic probation requirements and making it clear that he has no intention of changing his behavior. So that's before the letter. That's what that seems to imply to me, that this isn't the first time. So they have the letter, and they're saying that when field visits are conducted, it's the same, similar things.
Okay, so like again, I'm very, very sorry, and this won't happen again. But as far as the field visits were concerned, I was thrown into agitation when the officer came.
Oh.
No,
Hold on.
it's fine. I'm just trying to figure out what's
I
happening.
understand, Judge. What my client is saying is that before this motion to revoke was filed, before he came and talked to me, I don't think he really had a full understanding of what he was looking at and what the court may end up doing today. After I talked to him, and after I really informed him of what he was looking at, and what the court might do, and after hearing Mr. Edelman say what their request.
Yeah, but then he's not sorry for what he did. Now he's sorry because he got caught. That's two completely different things. And I do believe this is what Judge Boyd sniffed out.
You?
Mhm.
I think you can see my client's attitude has shifted.
Mhm.
I want what Ramsey was talking about, Judge, is he had a bad attitude. He just pled true to a condition that I've kind of never seen on an NCR before, of just not fail to report, not the rest of it, but fail to conduct himself in a properly and orderly manner. He's pled true to that. He's accepted responsibility for that, and he has promised that he's going to make a change. I think that since I have had the opportunity to talk to him about realistically what he's looking at, should he not, in the rest of his 3 years of probation and the conviction and the 2 years day for day,
Mhm.
that his attitude has shifted in a remarkable way. He's willing to apologize to each one of those officers if he's offended, apologize to the court, apologize to the prosecutor if need be. I just want to make sure that the court understands and sees his change in attitude. That's why we're here, is his attitude is poor. Was poor.
I sincerely leave my apology.
All right, so my question is, I'm back to my question. So it's stated in the court summary, this is not an isolated incident. So when they say it's not an isolated incident, I'm taking that to mean the email that you sent, right? So let's not even talk about the email. So they're saying you have consistently exhibited defiance towards his probation officer and field officers. And the field officers are the people that go out to see you, because I require that their field visits. And actually your probation, I don't do cookie cutter probations. Your attorney will tell you that.
That's true.
Your probation that I gave to you, in the big scheme of things, the conditions that I've given people, it wasn't that much. You didn't even have restitution to pay, because I guess people received their items.
Sure.
But you were only 3 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days, field visits one time for 3 months, and 200 hours of community service restitution in the theft course. That's all.
Just a second.
Yeah, in Judge Boyd's
Yes.
court, that's
Sorry, Judge,
lenient.
What my client is concerned about is that yesterday
Mhm.
he made a payment to pay off his community service hours.
Okay. Oh, no, that's fine.
Again, that's what he's trying to say. And you're looking for a job,
And the restitution, I think.
you paid the restitution in full before the plea judge.
Yes.
That was part of,
Okay.
as a plea bargain, he did pay the restitution
All right.
up front. That's why it's not a probation condition. So, and again, in this past week, I want to make sure I got it. He has registered for the theft class. He has paid his community service hours off in full. He has reported here today. He has apologized for his behavior. I think that in the past week since this MTR was issued, he's gotten the message.
All right. And how old are you?
40.
40. Okay. All right. Is there anything else?
I want to give you one opportunity, just sure what we talked about. Go ahead and address the court.
Yes, I'd like just to reiterate once more that, I mean, I am honestly sorry for having offended everyone there. Had, spoken ill of. And the attitude, I mean, you're gonna see a complete difference of everything going forward. You just please give consideration to allowing me to just get back on track, and I'll make good on the conditions. I absolutely will. I was just frustrated with the situation, and I lashed out.
All right. So let me explain something to you. So now let's get to the letter that you wrote. It takes a lot to send an email to somebody. And what you said is, I'm literally cast aside and blacklisted on the same level as effing rapists, pedophiles, and effing real felons. You're in felony court. Sometimes people think that oh, I'm not like other people who are charged with crime. And then you say, I hope a prison convict breaks out, rampage rapes all the aforementioned and give them AIDS. It takes a lot of anger to write that
Oh,
and to send it.
oh, you're
So
you're
after like, I got
fucked,
this recent
dude.
denial from the perspective of. There's
And
no-
that was sent on March 26, 2025.
There's no justifying that level of, right? I mean, I'm embarrassed to even have.
Yeah, I his lawyer did a very good job in explaining to him that you got caught, you better get on your knees and gravel. And he's having a hard time doing it, in my opinion. He, in my personal opinion, you might not agree with it, but he's not sorry for what he said or did. He's sorry that it has retributions, that he is being held accountable, that he got caught.
Having to hear it, it was at my lowest point, and there's no.
That was just
yes,
5
Oh,
days.
States, you may continue, you're excused, you may continue to confer.
Thank you.
Yes, but I mean, I'm telling you, that was at a point of just ultimate low. And excuses. There's not an excuse. There's just a sincere regret.
Judge, my client would like the opportunity, if he's allowed to continue his probation, to apologize individually to each one of those people. If you would like to make that a condition, that would be great. I know it's usually outside of what we do, but it wouldn't be unusual for you to allow him to apologize.
And I do apologize to you.
All right, I understand. And I understand that people are angry sometime. All right.
Judge, we would ask also, as an additional condition, if we could add a cognitive behavior course or an MRT course to those that may assist him.
I just started seeing a therapist. I'm talking to a psychiatrist.
I think that I think the court can see that he clearly has reading and hearing what he wrote. I think that the court can see his sincere level of apology and wanting another chance.
All right, in probation, what are you recommending?
Judge, the court summary indicates revocation. Mr. Abraham has only been on probation since December, and although
He did sign his letter, yours truly. I think there should have been another thing other than yours truly, maybe with regards or something.
great judge.
Now she's bringing shade. This is not looking good.
The court summary says revocation. I would say that he could benefit from some courses like the cognitive behavior course and more recognition therapy. There has been, I know the court reviewed the court summary, and you can see that there was some positive urinalysis that were waived by the state. However, he did produce a copy of his prescriptions. No prescription for alcohol, so that is something that we would have to really hone in on. But
yeah, I honestly don't think that's because when he talked about he paid off the whatever it was, and yeah, but most of that happened after he sent that email and after probably his lawyer told him, oh, you did what? So all he actually have done before coming into court was to, with money, try to buy an excuse. Again, I don't think he's not really sorry for what he said, did, or wrote. He's just mad he got caught.
As far as the other positives for actual substances, I do have prescriptions for those. And he did provide the receipt for his community service hours.
And again, his lawyer is doing he is doing what he can. He is really advocating for his client, as he should do, as any lawyer would have. Oh, this is not good.
The community service hours were paid to Feeding America, so I would ask the court for taking that into consideration. Other than that, Judge, that's all I have.
He wrote to court
you asking for
officials they would be raped and get AIDS.
I understand the officer's requesting revocation, correct?
That is correct.
All right, thank you.
And if I could, Judge, I understand why the officer would recommend that after reading those emails. Again, I would ask for the courses. I would ask that the court allow my client to issue a full apology, email, handwritten, or in person, however the court wants to do that. If my client is allowed to apologize,
I'll do all of the above.
he is taking this quite seriously now after our conversation. Whatever the court would like to do, we'd ask that he be continued.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find you guilty. The court is going to revoke, sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served, and the court will retain jurisdiction.
Thank you.
And you can explain to your client what that means. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Because this is not a plea bargain agreement, we do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on community supervision or deferred adjudication. Do you understand? And you can explain that to him, counsel.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, when you're on probation, you really need to be careful with what you say and to who you say it to.
Fix the camera, Judge.
I would suspect this was going to happen because the conditions he got, 3 years probation, and then in her court, and she's Judge Boyd, when she talks to the defendants in this court, she is very, very thorough. And everybody stands in front of her and says they understand. This guy thought he didn't have to. Thought he could buy himself out. And it's not as much... Yeah, the words are really, really bad and might be a part of it. But it is the violation in itself. He was not complying with his probation before the email. And then he wrote the email. And then his lawyer got a hold of him and said, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. And I commend his attorney here, his defense attorney. He fought for him. But Judge Boyd doesn't, she doesn't take BS. And I do believe his apology here and the things he tried was more a bit forced onto him by his attorney. Maybe not well, yeah. Yeah, so the violation was that he refused to comply with some of his probation. And more or less, he paid off some of it. But the things he actually had to do, like going to the probation's office and actually be respectful and do what they told him. That he failed, and then he wrote this email. So it's violation upon violation, in my opinion. So she could have said the full 3 years, but she took 2 years in jail. Yeah, folks, if you are a defendant and if you are on probation, take it serious. Because if you take it serious, Judge Boyd will help you. If you don't, your ass is going to jail. All right, let's see if today's trial have started yet. Ah? Oh, she starts with the morning docket. So we can continue with Thursday's morning docket. Because apparently she's having a morning docket before trial day 5 starts. And we will continue for an hour and a half. Because if she has a morning docket, that means trial does not continue until the afternoon.
No, Judge. No, Judge.
All right, he's in custody, correct?
Yes, Judge, you need him?
Yes. All right, and can you also bring up Felipe Reyes? Who's here on Roman Flores?
Adam, the horse, you can step out, Judge.
And so.
They're not ready.
Yes.
All right, who is here on Shauna Taylor? It says Shauna Taylor.
Yes, Judge, same person.
All right, thank you.
Our position.
Hello. Hello. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 6075 State versus Nita Michelle Taylor. Could I have parties announced for the record? State,
Andrew Harris Edelman.
defense,
Thomas Beck for defense.
and are you Nita Taylor?
Yes, I am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
Are you the same Nita Michelle Taylor who was placed on community supervision for the offense of theft of property less than $1,500, two or more previous convictions on January 7th, 2025 for a term of 5 years? Is that
Yes,
you?
ma'am.
State?
On or about the eighth day of March, in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Nita Michelle Taylor committed the offense of theft in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true? True?
Take place the remaining violation of
Any objections to the waivers?
No, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion? Just one moment. All right, if you all could step back, the judgment on this case is incorrect, so that there needs to be an amendment to the judgment because this is a third-degree felony. It shouldn't take that long.
What needs to be done?
Oh, the judgment needs to be amended because the judgment has this listed as a state jail felony, but it actually is a third degree. So it won't take that long to do it. Yeah. This should be listed as a third degree felony and it's listed on here as a state jail felony. Apolinar Rodriguez.
I'm not here yet.
All right, so everyone. Don't believe that until the attorney shows. Logan Martinez. Who's the attorney for Logan Martinez? All right, come forward. Let me see. Oh, Vashon did that.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. All right, counsel, where are we on discovery?
Judge, I think we're okay, but a preliminary question is whether or not Mr. Martinez needs to be reassigned to another court with co-defendants. The state and I have been discussing that for a while. We've sorted out who the co-defendants are, where they're set, who's got the JNs, all those questions.
Okay.
But Ashley, who's been working with her supervisors about getting approval, hasn't quite gotten that approval yet.
What approval to transfer this?
Well, to agree that they're co-defendants, I think.
Your Honor, it's not completely clear from the facts of the case that they would be considered co-defendants, and so although that may be an opinion, I still need to get approval for that.
All right, and so when is that approval going to happen?
I'm trying to.
All right. Then on this case, you all still need to make sure that he's receiving his discovery. Ms. Ferguson, recall this. Are you available for April 14th?
I think so, Judge.
All right.
If for some reason we get a resolution of that before, can we approach the court about the transfer business?
Yes. And is he in school?
He's over 18, Judge.
Oh, okay. He looks young.
He does, but he graduated.
I like that. Yes, I graduated.
All right. So Norma, recall this for April 14th.
Oh.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Is there anything else?
That's it.
All right. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you.
How are you, G? Yeah, I think we are missing out because according to the probation's office, because apparently he had been there on a few occasions, and every time he was an asshole and caused a ruckus. And then on top of everything, on March 25th or 7th or whatever it was, he wrote an email wishing them to be raped and contract a very, very bad disease. It's hard to get over that, especially for a person who already are on probation.
Mason, Washington. Hello, you're on this side. How's everything going?
Good. How are you doing, Judge?
Oh, I cannot complain.
Hello.
Hi. So where are we on CPS records? Yes.
We have the CPS records in our custody. I just need to run upstairs to have our paralegal make a copy for defense on that, and then probably provides for this afternoon.
Okay. All right, and then last time there were some audio files.
Yes, Your Honor. There were no body cam videos. We've received, I believe we've received everything we need in evidence as far as that goes, Your Honor. I have conferred with Ms. Jones with a potential counter offer. She is going to discuss that with complainants and let me know. Your Honor, I intended to approach the court for an expert to resolve this case, but I would ask if we could have a maybe 2-week rate reset to see if we could come to an agreement, Your Honor, and if not, if I could approach the court on my expert to appoint, on my motion for funds for an expert, Your Honor. So all the discovery in the case in chief we have, but if the court were to grant my motion to appoint an expert, he is asking for some things from the lab to look over, Judge. And so I would ask to approach on that at that time if negotiations fall through, Judge.
Well, I'll go ahead and sign the request for an expert. And then if it turns out you don't need the expert, then you won't need the expert. There are some things that she is requesting as far as discovery for her expert. So if you all can review that way, if her expert needs it. And then,
and Your Honor, I do have this fee schedule. I'm not sure how much funds the court is willing to give upfront, Your Honor, if you just give
what are
me
you
your
requesting up front?
so he's requesting $2,750 for the case review, Judge. And then if this does have to go to trial, it would be an additional fee. I do have his CV and his fee schedule for the court to review.
Oh, I don't need this.
Okay, thank you.
There you go. All right. And then the other thing we have is I had notation that there was something involving a runaway case.
Yes, Your Honor. Upon further going into the discovery, Judge, we do have a report. And I think that's all that we need at this time as far as that case, Judge.
All right. Then what I can do is I can recall you 2 weeks deadline is the week of April 21st.
That works for the bench, Judge.
You all want to come back on April 24th?
Yes, Judge.
All right. So it will be recalled back for April 24th. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Any questions from you, sir?
Just want another chance at life, that's all.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Judge.
That's my approach.
All right. Thank you.
Can I approach, Judge?
Just give me a moment. I understand you're ready. Just give me a second. They've amended everything. So,
I don't think anything's been done.
yes.
Oh, okay, but she was just asking because she was here for the public.
Gonzalez is just. I just have a small thing to say, Judge.
All right. Just give me a moment. I need to put this in the system. Felony.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Yes. Oh, the judgment was incorrect. So it's a third degree felony. It's not a state jail felony. It was listed incorrectly on the judgment. So they've corrected the judgment and we cannot proceed unless the judgment is correct.
Okay, can I be excused if we're not gonna have the hearing or?
We are going to have a hearing. What I'm telling you is they had to
No, I got you.
correct the judgment.
So they
Yes.
corrected it.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay. No problem.
Because Judge, I have other courts to go to. I know you're extremely busy.
Yeah. I mean, I understand everybody's busy. I mean, it takes a while for them to correct the judgment. They're telling me that they've corrected the judgment. I just finished this case, so I will
Thank you.
call your case.
Everything's perfect.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Judge.
Uh-huh. All right. Court is calling 2024 CR 6075 State versus Nita Taylor. Can I have parties re-announce?
Andrew Harrison, State.
Thomas Beckford, defendants.
Hi, and are you Miss Taylor? All right, so Miss Taylor, the judgment was incorrect in your case. The judgment showed that this was a state jail felony. All of your plea paperwork shows that this is not a state jail felony. So I wanted to make sure that that judgment was corrected. All right. So the judgment has been changed to reflect that this is a third degree felony.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, so you entered a plea of true to a violation of condition number 1. Do you understand that by pleading true to violation of condition number 1,
Yes.
the court could revoke your community supervision and sentence you up to 6 years in the prison? Did you understand?
Yes.
All right, knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1? All right, the court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge, revoke supervision, reform the judgment, and sentence to 4 years of confinement.
TIC.
And TIC, the 2 new number 1s.
And these are the 2 cases that are within the motion to revoke?
Yes, Judge, 2025 PF 08971 and 2025 PF 08972.
I'm sorry, 2025 PF 08.
971 and 972.
All right. Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal? All right. The court is going to grant the motion. The court is going to revoke, sentence you to 4 years in the prison, taking consideration 2025 PF 08971 and 2025 PF 08972. Give you credit for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure.
I've got a little impatient, so.
No problem. You may be excused. All right. Thank you. Yes. If you can come down, please. Good morning.
Morning, how you doing today?
Oh, all right. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
They say we were supposed to have cold weather on Friday. I know they keep it cold at the
My mom told
gym.
me that they had like a storm today.
Yes, and it's supposed to be more heavy rain.
For
Yes. But I didn't want you sent back to the jail without at least coming into court. Your attorney is asking that your case be reset for Monday. So we're going to recall you for Monday. That's still going to be your plea deadline date. So on that date, you'll need to let the court know whether or not you've reached an agreement. If an agreement is not reached, your next court setting will be your jury trial date. Do you understand?
so,
Do you have any questions?
so no.
All right, your attorney said he's going to come visit you, all right?
Okay.
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Have a good one.
Judge, may I approach?
Yes,
For Ms. Taylor.
all right, thank you.
What? Yes. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Deputy Laura
Yes, Judge.
Reyes can go back.
If you're wanting a contact order to do oh, okay.
All right, Rico Silva, if you'll come down, please.
So she needs me to.
Hello. Hi, I did not want you sent back without being brought into court. So this is what's happening. Your attorney is also a magistrate judge in El Paso. So we're going to reschedule your case, and your case is going to be rescheduled for April 23rd because that's the date that he's available. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, and have you had contact with your attorney? All right, is your attorney, is this attorney appointed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so then this is what we'll do. If you'll have a seat, we'll see if we can get a attorney to, a magistrate, I'm sorry, a managed assigned counsel to come down and speak with you, okay? All right, who's here from managed assigned counsel?
She's on the first floor, Judge. Max?
Hello. Hi, good morning. All right, we have this client here. He says he hasn't seen his attorney. This is his attorney's information. His name is Rico Silva. And then we have another person. They were not brought over, but they, yes, but they have mental health issues. And I don't know if their attorney has had contact with him or not. We've had a couple of no-shows for court.
I know she was out. She did email and said that she was sick. I was aware of that. Could we ask for a reset on that? I'm
Okay.
unsure if she's in the.
All right, so when would you like that recalled on Polk? Because my concern is, it appears that he needs a mental health evaluation, but I didn't want to step on her toes or interfere with their relationship by asking for one, even though legally I can, but I don't want him to deteriorate further in the jail. So what date?
That's correct. We do have our mental health team that's able to do the evaluation with him as soon as possible. So when I get back to the office, I'll make sure.
All right, so then what I'll do,
Can we do a week out from today?
sure, you want to do it the week of the 14th? Okay, what is the best day for you? I have available the 14th, the 15th, or 17th. Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday.
Let's do the Thursday.
All right, so that'll be April 17th. Could I see the file on Polk, please? And then you can just approach me whenever you're ready on Mr. Silva.
Yes, yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. One moment, okay? And then I'm gonna talk.
Should I ask? That's the author.
Hello, folks. If you just joined, it seems like today's trial starts after lunch. But since we are already here, we are watching Judge Boyd's morning docket.
There was just something that I had to do. Yeah. No, yeah, we made it. Yeah. No.
Mr. Meadows? You looking for the first?
Yes.
We have it. I'll give you a copy.
Is this lady Valmeris Salinas? I'm calling her name, both names. Your television. Okay, thank you. That's all. You said, no, you're just telling me to check in.
So I'll put it here so you can let the judge know.
Okay, I'll have to check that. I could just wait before I start a trial, so I'll be back.
Okay.
I think she should. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Thank you. So if they want.
I have to definitely do a plea. I'm not gonna be-
Yeah, you'll tell them whatever they want for that because.
You don't mind?
Not her being.
I know.
Take a few.
Oh, you did.
Well, I'm just reading there. And so we can give you one sign. Oh, that's.
Salinas, Valmaris, one more time.
Because I ran her.
Because I'll come back and I need to do a plea tonight. So I'm
Sure.
All
All right, no problem. Sydney Peterson? Hello,
Morning, Judge.
good morning. How's life treating you?
Oh, it's treating me good.
Oh, the only thing, good morning. The only thing better than that is it's treating you great. All right, so we're here for sentencing. So he entered a plea of true to violation of condition number 2 on March 18th.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 1041 State versus Sydney Lee Peterson. Can I have parties announced for the record? State? Defense?
Gary Chirac for the defendant.
All right, and are you Mr. Peterson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. On March 18th, you entered a plea of true to violation of condition number 2. The court found that it was true. The state waived all other allegations without objection. And so we're here today for sentencing because I believe parties wanted to present evidence or some testimony for the court. Is that correct?
I think so, Judge, and I thought you wanted to take it into consideration what you wanted to do with him.
Yes, that as well. So are there any witnesses?
There are none, Judge, unless you want to say something, Mr. Peterson.
Yes, I just want to apologize for my actions, and I want to apologize to my daughter Max, Stephanie, Lizette, and Robert for what happened that day. I need help, Your Honor, and I pray that you can give me the help I need. I have a drug and alcohol problem, and I've been dealing with this for the last 8 years of my life.
All right. And when you say what you did, what did you do?
Everything that happened that night, man.
And what is that?
I don't remember.
All right. Ms. Abrams, do you have a court summary on Sydney Lee Peterson?
Judge? Can you give me a moment?
Yes. And state, what were you requesting?
Judge, if I could just.
Sure. And what happened with the number one? Is that still pending?
I think it's still hanging out there. I don't know where
Yeah.
it's going.
All right, let's do this. Let's step back so you all can confer on the new number one.
All right.
All right, they're going to confer on the number one in the motion. All right, thank you.
Court summary?
Yes, please.
I had it written down as a sentencing disposition. It was seen a couple of weeks ago when I was in here. So I didn't.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enrique Mendez. Hello. Hi. How are you doing?
I'm doing good today.
All right. So I received notice saying that you needed to travel in order for a medical.
Yes, I need to have two fruits from my molars, some water, because my cups, they broke down.
All right.
And I've been in pain because, every time I get something sweet or hot.
Oh, no, I understand about tooth pain. It has to be done. Who's the prosecutor on this? It's Enrique Mendez.
What's the charge, Judge?
It is indecent exposure. So he wants to travel to have medical work done on his tooth.
Yes.
He will go and come back the same day. Do you have any objections?
We do, just given the facts of the case and given where the exposures took place, there were multiple at places of business, and so the state would object based on that. However, we understand that the court may grant given the reason for it.
All right, here's my thing. With regards to tooth issues, it's the court's understanding. I'm not a medical doctor, but I do know, based upon what you're telling me, based upon what's in the report, that if that's not taken care of, people have died when they have infections in the tooth. It goes to the brain, it goes throughout the body. And since he is leaving and returning the same day, and the report I've seen from the court is that there have been no issues with you while you've been on probation. So I'm going to allow you to travel to on Saturday, April 5th, to get the medical procedure done and come back. This is what you're going to need to provide to the court when you come back, or provide to probation.
Yes.
You're going to have to provide notes from the doctor that that's actually where you were.
Mm-hmm.
And if they place you on medication, which they probably will, you need to provide those prescriptions to your probation officer. Do you understand?
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Probation, is there anything else that needs to be added?
No, Judge. The year analysis.
All right, it'll be a UA upon return, but yes, but you'll need to make sure that you give them your medication so they'll know.
Okay,
All right, is there anything else you need?
no,
All right, continue. You're welcome. Continue following all the rules and regulations, all right?
sure, I will.
All right, and good luck on the surgery.
Thank you very much. God bless.
You're welcome. Thank you. Good morning. Hello.
He just needs a moment, Judge. Good morning.
Sure, no problem. All right, so where are we on this case? I know the last time there was an agreed order for him to travel. So the court has not received any negative reports from that time.
Very good. I think this is just our first indicted setting, Judge. So we conferred this morning and
Okay, I don't have, they still have it listed on my form as not indicted. So you all have conferred?
Yes, Your Honor. The state has relayed our recommendation to the defense.
And counsel, do you have all discovery?
I think so, Judge. There was some setbacks with Mr. Lott's health, so I just need to go through discovery with him, and I'd like to just reset it to do that.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you all a plea deadline date, and I will give you a plea deadline date in May. What's a good date for you, counsel? I can do it the week of May 19th if you want, or I can do it early May.
The 16th, I'll be back on the 27th, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, do you want to put this on the 29th?
That'd be great, Judge.
All right, so this plea deadline will be May 29th. Once you sign the reset form, you are excused. Thank you for addressing appropriately for court.
Yes,
Okay.
you can have it after.
Already made
it. The reset. Let's go back to your sister. Thank you.
Just gonna clean out this one, just miss that one. But I need the form? Yes. Okay, much to thank.
Thank you.
We don't sign it right now? Yes.
All right, Elon Gonzalez.
Very good.
Hello.
The easiest thing to do all day.
All right.
Don't want to fall and hit the.
Okay.
And the bailiff's.
Okay.
Mr. Jingles, why are you gray in your face? Have you been under the tractor again? Have you been... Mr. Jingles, I spent the entire weekend trying to fix the yeah, folks, I spent the weekend trying to fix the thingy that attaches the what do you call it?
Oh, no, there's no need to
seed
apologize.
drill
Medical
thingy
will
to the
be on their
tractor.
way, okay?
Which makes the entire inside of the barn very dirty. And I guess Mr. Jingles thought, yay, dirt. Let's go into the barn. Aw. You were in there protecting the tractor. Thank you so much, Mr. Jingles. Yes, you were.
Come on, guys. Hey, Axel, wait outside.
So if you all will wait outside because we need to have medical come in.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
wait a minute.
And to the persons in the box, they're going to bring you back. We just have to have medical come in.
Jason.
Something happened in the back.
Okay.
And the bailiff's
Okay.
Okay.
I am not sure what happened. It seems like somebody had a medical situation in the courtroom. And that is why Judge Boyd went to this non-camera.
Oh, no, there's no need to apologize. Medical will be on their way, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, we're gonna start clearing out everybody.
All right.
Yes.
Come on, guys. Hey, Axel, wait outside.
So if you all will wait outside because we need to have medical come in.
Oh, nice. Jason.
And to the persons in the box, they're going to bring you back. We just have to have medical come in.
Jason.
Yeah, going to skip ahead.
17 or 15.
And whatever situation it was, it seems to have been handled.
What page Eddie Outlaw is on?
Judge, he wasn't on the docket because he wasn't set till April 17th or 15th.
15.
All right, so May 5th, okay?
Yes. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. So Deputy Laura, you want to let
Yes, they're coming out.
all right, thank you. Who is here? I'm Elon Gonzalez. Here, Apolinar Rodriguez.
That was Mr. Simmons, he is not present.
Rico Silva? All right. Oh, no, just have a seat. So, Mr. Statson is going to come speak to you. And it's the court's understanding that you're requesting a new attorney. Is that correct? Yes or no? All right. So an attorney is going to be appointed to represent you. All right. And Mr. Statson, just let me know when you're ready to proceed on that.
Yes, Judge. I'll confer with Megan. She let me know that it'll be with the time.
All right. Thank you.
I have a plea of my own I'm working on it.
All right. Thank you. Diana Belmaris.
Yeah, you're ready.
Yes.
Gregory Pernita. Hello.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. One of my friends called me and she said her daughter is going to be cooking a turkey today. She's like, so there you go. All right. So where are we on discovery?
We're fine on discovery, Judge.
Okay.
There's been an offer made, and Gregory would like an opportunity to go back to the jail and reach out to certain members of the family and stuff, but contemplating it. There's other issues involved.
All right. How old are you?
Thankful.
All right. So I'm going to recall this back. Counsel, are you available April 8th?
It's next week, Judge?
Yes.
Thursday or Thursday?
Thursday.
My son has a track meet Wednesday.
Oh, you got it.
Wednesday or Thursday, so.
Do you want to recall it on the 6th? That's a Tuesday.
Let's stick with Thursday, Judge, and then I'll get back to you when we move it up, but I think the track meet's on Wednesday, but.
All right. So here's the thing. Usually with track meets and students, you have to have time to travel. So who knows? Maybe you want to go up on the 6th. I'll recall it back on April 5th. I'll recall you back for Monday for your plea deadline date.
This Monday?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right. We'll see you back on April 5th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Yeah. Again, while we wait for the trial to start, which is probably after lunch, we are watching Judge Boyd's court docket. The day-to-day business in a regular courtroom with an exceptional judge. Now, if you watched my coverage the first 4 days of the trial, you know I don't agree with some of her decisions. But that's part of the fun of this. You don't have to agree, as long as you respect. And I do respect Judge Boyd.
That's awesome. So which relays is he on?
The one, the anchoring the 4x1 and the 4x2.
Oh, wow.
He had a really good meet. Food day. But it looks like they may get to go to state this year. They wants to go as an individual in 100.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Keep me posted.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, have a good one. All right, are you already on Mr. Churek's client? Sure. All right, Axel Ramirez. And where is,
We received an offer on that, Judge. I'd just like a couple weeks so I can look at discovery with them to go over the offer.
all right, so you want a plea deadline date?
Yes, ma'am.
When do you want it for?
We can do 30 days. I'm going to be here on the 6th. We come back
May
that time?
6th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we'll do your plea deadline date, Norma, for May 6th. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Once you sign the reset form, you will be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Get your seat.
Robert, I want to ask your client, where is the name Axel coming from?
I have
You know
a feeling.
You know they had an Axel on in the middle.
I have a feeling.
Ah,
Yeah.
Mr. Ramirez, we have a question. And your attorney has given me some ideas. So your name Axel, where did that come from?
I guess my mom was a fan of Axl Rose.
Okay.
It's not.
Thank you so much. I was thinking they had an Axel on in the middle. One of the children's name was Axel, but Axl Rose. Okay.
Oh, no, Judge, it's got to be.
Yeah. Mr. Ramirez, and thank you so much for helping the gentleman.
For all the appearance or only thing that they're all the appearance, I think should have to print them. But for everybody, yeah. Jason, yeah. Oh, wow.
Jose Flores. State Flores is going to be recalled for April 7th. And he currently has a warrant for this case.
Judge, we've made multiple attempts to contact him. He had mentioned that he was homeless, but we reached out to his bondsman as well. The number we got from that one said it was disconnected.
Just one second. Court is calling 2025 CR 001769, State versus Apolinar Rodriguez. Can I have parties announced?
Andrew Harris Edelman for the state.
Attorney Bill Simmons for defense.
All right, this hearing was called at 9 a.m. The court announced the defendant's name. The defendant did not respond. Defense, have you had any contact?
We have not had contact with him, Judge. Since this morning, we reached out to him yesterday. The numbers that we have on file, we've attempted to call. This case is from 2023. So, like I said, listed him as homeless / unhoused. And we've been trying to get in touch with him. We also spoke to his bonds company. The number they said that they had was disconnected.
All right, and Deputy Laura, did you make an announcement?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. He is not out there.
All right, State.
Forfeit bond, issue warrant.
All right, what the court will do, normally the court would issue a bond forfeiture, but in this case, the court will issue a judge's warrant, remand him without bond. And the reason the court is doing that, because sometimes Odyssey people don't receive notice for their first setting. So I'll issue a judge's warrant and remand your client without bond. If your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes.
I don't know what to call the judge. They have tendered an offer.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Diana Belmaris. Elon Gonzalez. Rico Silva. I know, just have a seat. I know that attorney is still working on that. And whenever you all are ready on Sydney Peterson, let the court know. Jason Guerra. And for attorneys who are waiting, those are the only files that the court has before it. So if I haven't called your name, it's because I don't have your file. Court is calling 2023 CR 9821A, State versus Jason Guerra. Can I have parties announced?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Danielle Cranbrook for the defense.
And are you Jason Guerra?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did, Your Honor.
Are you the same Jason Jesus Guerra who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 9821A for the offense of theft of property, $2,500 to $30,000 on December 14, 2023 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Violation of condition number 4 in Rivera County, Texas. The defendant, Jason Jesus Guerra, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of October and November 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
We waive the damages.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility, and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
To the state's recommendation is that the court deny the motion and alter and amend the defendant's conditions to include a 30-day jail sanction in the Rivera County Jail, a new TAP evaluation to be assessed in custody, and then we would also join in probation's recommendation to add the conditions for job readiness, oral recognition therapy, and weekly reporting for 90 days upon release from the Rivera County.
All right, state, you may be excused. All right, what have you done on probation? You want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jason Jesus Guerra.
All right, what have you done on probation?
I've done lifetime recovery. I've done inpatient, outpatient. I've gave negative UAs when I did comply to the drug testing. I felt to report on it because my probation officer threatening me, saying that she was going to MTR me if I do not have my death assessment. Right. So,
All right, so here's the thing. I don't do that with me in this court, and let me just tell you why. Because in this court, I always tell people, when you're on probation, if there's an issue, bring it up with your probation officer. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come to court.
Yes.
So you could have came to the court and said, hey, this is what's going on in my world.
yes,
So
ma'am.
you may proceed.
Yes, ma'am. I just panicked and got scared and just didn't go report because I don't want to get violated MTR. After she told me she was going to MTR me. So that's not gonna report.
All right, any objection to the court reviewing the court summary?
No, Your Honor. I will verify that he has successfully completed the lifetime recovery and the outpatient treatment. He did have the classes pending and he hadn't been reporting for the last few months before the MTR,
Okay. Let's see.
but he did pass all the UAs that he had taken.
All right, Ms. Abrams, sorry, do you have the court summary? For some reason, it didn't come through on my email.
That sounds very bad.
All right, no problem. Thank you. Oh, no problem. All right, I'm going to give you a choice. These are your choices.
Yes, ma'am.
If you would like, because I note that you've done some things and you successfully completed them. I note you've successfully completed lifetime recovery. This is a state jail felony. 2 years more than 2 years have elapsed for this state jail felony. So I can revoke you, and I will revoke you, and I would sentence you under 1244 to 250 days. Or I can continue you. I'll follow the recommendation that your attorney has reached with the state for a jail sanction. And that jail sanction, I believe you all agreed to, was 30 days. And so you're going to have to do that time day for day, and that will start today. So those are your two choices.
I would take the 30-day sanction.
Okay. All right. So this is what the court, and do you need to speak to your attorney about any of this or no?
No, miss. No, miss.
All right. So the court will find violation of condition number 4 true. The court will alter and amend deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include a TAP evaluation in custody. There's to be a 30-day jail sanction. And the sanction begins today. And the MRT, I don't think that's needed, so I'm not going to order the MRT, but you need to have employment.
Yes.
And probation, that employment, again, there's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And you're going to need to have employment within 30 days of release from custody. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
And then, Ms. Abrams, we're going to do 90 sober support meetings in 90 days. Yes. And counsel, if there are some issues with the recommendations, for example, if they recommend inpatient treatment, you can always come back and we can address that.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court to
No.
be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, so I'm going to tell you again. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come to court. You understand?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
All right, folks. We are closing in on, well, not lunchtime in Texas. It is a couple of hours away. But let's take a break from this. We've been going for 2 hours and some minutes. And reconvene, as it so beautifully is called, at after lunch Texas time, because it seems like it's court docket morning and then trial resumes after lunch. So we will see each other here again. I will put up a new stream at, well, 1:30 p.m. Texas time, which is 8:30 p.m. my time, and go from there. Okay? But in the meantime, thank you for tuning in. We listen to some of the day-to-day things that happens in Judge Boyd's court. And we have Mr. Jingles here. Oh, did I disturb you? Oh, sorry, Mr. Jingles. I disturbed his sleep. Oh, I'm going to pay for that. All right, folks. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you here again 1:30 Central Time or Texas time. 1:30 Texas time for the continuous trial against KT-47. See you in a bit and have a good one and everything. Yeah, you know. Have a good one. See you later. Bye-bye.
Sail the raven waves, brothers, axes high, shields strong. From distant lands we gather, hearts of fire all along. Oh, big Nick calls we follow, through the storm and through the fight. For Valhalla we will borrow strength and might under moonlight. Warriors of the ancient sea, songs of glory dark and